Alright, first and foremost, give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the millstone who rule well and who is worthy to be counted for double honors. And peace out to you brothers out there pushing this truth wholeheartedly and sincerely and for the love of the gospel. Alright, it's the brother Gabaria from the Indiana camp coming back at you again with another sit down to basically talk about the good and evil that you will receive from the Lord. Alright, and without further addition, I'm going to jump straight into it. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 2 and verse 1. It says, my son, Slacky. It says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. All right. So this is talking about what? If you're thinking that you're coming, because especially the Christian church, a lot of people thinking that by coming to serve the Lord's going to give you prosperous. The Lord's going to give you this. The Lord's going to give you that. He's going to give you a brand new car, spanking brand new house, a beautiful wife, children, this, that. You know, he's going to heal you from all your diseases. Just receiving all these blessings without the stability and the balance in it. You know, now I'm not saying the Lord can't do that for you, but I'm saying if you come into this thing, if you come into reading the scriptures, you come in thinking, you know, these things and thinking this is all what's only going to come for you and you're not going to receive no evil, then you come in a delusional mind state. All right, because when you come serve the Lord, you have to prepare your soul for temptation. All right, like the scripture says, you have to prepare your soul to be tried. All right, no one's just going to give you anything. Hey, a lot of people always, it's multiple people on this planet Earth says nothing's for free. And you think the Lord is just going to get this? Truth is not even for free. You know, we have to sacrifice. You know, we have to sacrifice a lot of things for this truth. Okay, we ourselves we ourselves are a living sacrifice. All right, so you don't think we are sacrificing certain things for this truth? It says, cleave unto him. It says, and depart not away, thou mayest be increased at the last end. It says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. All right, and what's that lower state, man? You know, when you probably don't got a job, you ain't got a house, nobody, no, you know, your lower state is basically you probably once had a house, probably had a woman, had a house, had a working car, your children probably respect you, love, you know, come and see you and every time, you know, but now you got changed to a lower state. You probably your woman up leaving you. Now you ain't got no house. Or you're staying alone in a 1-bedroom house. Your children grew up and move away. They don't talk to you no more. You know, you basically become a nobody. All right. It says, be not what? It says, take it cheerfully and be patient when I change to a lower state, because the Lord's not going to have you there forever. The one thing I learned about this truth, man, the Lord is not stagnant. You know, the Lord changes up things. Okay. Just like the elder Apostle Gabar says, hey, he looks at 38th. Or was it 34th? He looks at 34th Street, it being the end of an era. All right, they was there for so many amount of years. Now they're gone. Now they're somewhere else. All right, it's just the end of an era. All right, hey, me personally, I liked when the elders did it was just the elders sit downs before they even go out to camp. They used to do what's it called They used to upload on GMS Archives and Breaking Strongholds. All right, GMS Archives, they just basically uploaded all raw, just a whole hour, 2 hours, how long they did. And then GMS Breaking Strongholds, they'll do it in part sections, with the end of the world background. You know, when they had the end of the world background, Elder Apostle Tahar had the microphone a lot. And Elder Apostle Gabar was on the computer doing the researcher. You know, I really like those videos. I was looking forward to them every week. I really love those videos. The videos are very edifying. I still go back to them to this day to still watch those videos, man. But it was the end of an era, okay? So when the Lord brings you into this truth, he's not going to always have you in a lower state, in a down state. The Lord eventually is going to advance you because you've proven yourself, all right? You can't, because you're going to get you. I mean, that's basically like working out. You're working out that same muscle all the time, all the time, all the time. Eventually, that muscle is going to get stronger, and the things that once were hard for that muscle is not going to be hard for. So if the Lord keep constantly having you deal with the same thing over and over and over, you're not going to be able to grow. There's no going to be no growth there. All right. So the Lord is in the scriptures always talks about edification. These scriptures are heavy in edification, man. And the word edify means to what? To build up. All right. So in order to build something up, you have to come with stronger things, come with different things. You basically, when you working out, you have to attack the muscle at different angles. All right, you have to confuse the muscle so it can grow. That's how the Lord is basically dealing with us, man. All right, so the Lord can't build us up if we always just get everything we want, everything we want, everything we want. No, the Lord has to build us up to a point, man. All right, so guess what? What comes before creation, man? Destruction. All right. We have to tear down everything we thought we knew, and the Lord has to build us up from the ground up, man. All right. So we have to learn certain things, do certain things differently, like the way we thought we knew how to do it. You know. But you have some people coming to this truth, or even being a Christian, thinking that the Lord is just going to give them blessings all their life. You know. The Lord's going to give me blessings. The Lord's going to do this. The Lord's going to do that in the name of Jesus and this and that. No, that's not how it is, man. All right. When you come into this truth, or when you start coming to this knowledge, man, you suffer. You suffer. That's what, to be honest, really, that's the most when you suffer when you first come into the truth, man, because that's where it talks about the wisdom of Solomon. She walketh with you in crooked ways, man. That crooked ways is you going through the hell that you got that you catching, man. All right. I'm not saying it get easier from then on, but it does lighten up the load. You know, you might be going through, and certain brothers' hells is more harsher than others, man. You know, one brother might be going through his hell for a couple years. Other brother might just went through his hell for 6 months to a year. You know, I'm not gonna compare every single brother's affliction to my own, but hey, one of my afflictions I can remember is when the first year I first come, that winter, the camera stand broke the first day it snowed. And I had to hold the camera with my hand like this, with this bare, and I couldn't have one of them thick gloves on. Matter of fact, to be honest, I couldn't really have no glove on because the camera back at the time, it wasn't one of them real expensive cameras. It was one of them cameras that had like the little strap on it. So and it wasn't adjustable. So I had to hold it with my bare hand, hold it for so long, and then once that get cold, I had to loosen. I had to basically hold the camera like this, and when my hand gets so cold, I had to unloosen my hand and hold it on this side, and this is where it's flat panel, so I couldn't really see it, so I had to kind of hold it kind of like at an angle, just to warm up my other hand, because my other hand was getting very cold, and at one point I just couldn't hold it, so I had to just hold it like this, I came up with some stuff though, but guess what, giving up was not in my thought pattern. I couldn't be like, man, forget this, man, I ain't doing this, man, y'all let me holding this camera all this time, man, my hands cold, man, I want to put my hands in my pocket, it wasn't none of that, man. All right, and we didn't get a camera stand until literally the when spring broke. That's when the camp leader came out with an he had a camera stand. He wants to go buy a camera stand. Literally when spring broke, like really when the weather started getting better and better, that's when we got a new camera stand, man. All right, but I didn't really understand it. I just know one thing: giving up wasn't an option, man. All right, that was not an option. Okay, so it says verse 5, it says, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Believe in him, and he will help thee, and order thy way aright, and trust in him. Yea, the Lord, it says, yea, that fear of the Lord, ye that fear the Lord, wait for the mercy, and go not aside, lest thou shalt fall. Least I'll fall. So if you fear the Lord, man, that alone right there should have you like, listen, man, I gotta do this, man, or the Lord's gonna jack me up if I don't. Okay, let me get this. This is Job chapter 2 and verse 10. It says, but he said unto her, thou speakest. I'm gonna start from 8. It says verse 8. It says, and he took him a potsherd to to scrape himself withal, and he sat down among the ashes. And his wife said unto him, Dost thou still retain thy integrity? Curse God and die. It says, and he said unto her, Thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. What? Shall we receive good at the hand of the Lord, and shall not receive evil? See, Job even told his wife, Job even told his woman, listen, you think we're just gonna keep receiving good and not eventually and never receive evil? No, man, the Lord does both of them. You know? So even though Job was going through what he was going through, he still understood that, hey, the Lord got me going through this, man, and the Lord got me going through it for a reason. It wasn't no giving up or no turning back. You know? Yeah, I lived my life. Yeah, I was a very rich man. Yeah, I had all this cattle and all this, man. But guess what? The Lord took it away. Well, who am I to say, hey, the Lord gave it to me? Who am I to say, oh, Lord, you can't take it away from me? You know? That's a proud mind state, man. Oh, man, the Lord gave me this computer. Oh, man, the Lord gave me this phone. Oh, the Lord gave me this microphone. Who are you, Lord, to take it away from me? You gave it. I mean, what? I think I'm the one that gave it to you in the first place. Well, what do you expect? I want it back. You know? It says, it says, and shall we not receive evil? And all this did, it said, and all this did not Job sin with his lips. See, so that means it was righteous. That means, hey, you should keep this as a commandment. You know, shall we receive good from the Lord and not evil? You know, says the Lord just keep giving you good, just good. That's not balance, man. The Lord is about balance. All right, the Lord is about equality. All right, everybody talking about equal rights. Hey, the Lord is the definition of equal rights. You know, the Lord is equal, man. The Lord is hey, he's righteous. He's balanced. All right. This is Isaiah chapter 45, verse 7. It says, I form the light, I create darkness, I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. See? So the Lord said he does all these things, man. All right? The evil that you receive is from the Lord. The good that you receive is of the Lord, man. Hey, matter of fact, perfect example. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 25. It says, thrice was I beaten with rods. Once was I stoned. Thrice I suffered shipwreck. A night and a day have I been in the deep. See? So Paul was talking about how the hell he was catching. Let me ask you this: who was basically putting the hell upon Paul, man? It was the Lord, man. All right, and Paul was righteous. But see, what the Lord does. The Lord tries you. All right. The Lord try to build you up. He tries your faith. You know, he basically by these trying, it makes you just a better person. Because now, if you do go through it again, guess what? You're not gonna get stuck. All right. As these people gonna do. Let's say you was on a drought of eating. You know, let's say you didn't have much money to even buy food. All right. So you scrape by what you could. 9 times out of 10, if it ever gets down to that point again, guess what? Guess who's gonna know how to scrape by? You are, man. Versus a person that's never did that before, they're not gonna know how to do it. So they're gonna panic more. They're gonna resort to certain things that they're not normally doing. You know, when the Lord kind of guided you the way to it. You know, you were like, oh, let me do this, man. Oh man, I got some beans. Let me just make these beans. This is how long this lasts. Wow, beans actually last pretty long time. Hey, I got some rice in here too. Let me throw some of this in here. And you start making certain. Hey, let me ask you this: why do you think Jake is so keen on cooking, keen on certain things, because we don't always have a certain thing, so we have to throw some stuff together. You know, let me see how beans and rice taste together. Oh man, that's fine. Let me throw a little. Hey, I got enough money just to buy me a little thing of turkey sausage. Let me throw some turkey sausage in there and see how that tastes. Oh, that's fire right there. Let me make some. I got some cornmeal. Shit, let me mix it with some water and see what type of bread can I make. Oh, this makes cornbread. Shit, I can just put some little sugar in there, some little honey or some agave or whatever. Shit, I'll give me a fire ass meal. And boom, man, you just made a whole fucking meal out of 4 or 5 ingredients. You know, that are non-perishable ingredients, stuff that doesn't really go bad like that. You know, beans, rice. You might have to buy you a meat. I mean, if you a heavy meat eater, if you don't have to have meat, you don't have to. But you know, if you want to throw some meat in there, throw some meat in there. You know, get some cornmeal, whip some cornmeal up in some water. You know, boom, that's cornbread. That's basically what cornbread is right there. You know, Jake knows these things because what, we go through them. So when we have to go through them again, we know how to survive, man. All right. We don't be, I ain't got this. I ain't got no hot pockets. I ain't got this. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna go crazy. You know, I ain't got no food in the house. When you got tons of food in the house, man. Jake got probably a week's supply of food when they don't even think they got supply. I got a week's supply. Let me say that. I got a week's supply of food right now in my house, and I don't even really have that much food in my house right now. Like my refrigerator is kind of empty. My freezer is filled with. I can probably name off the things my freezer is filled with. My freezer is filled with probably some bags of spinach, some corn, some pinto beans, a few bags of watermelon rinds, and some fucking hash browns. That's basically what my freezer is filled with. You know, I ain't gonna say filled with. Basically, it's in there right now. You know, but if I ever needed to be hungry, I know how to throw a meal together for me and my children, man. All right. So basically, all I'm trying to say is it builds you up to a better, you by the next time, man. So you won't have to. So it won't be a struggle the next time, man. Just like the muscles, man. If you constantly doing curls, you think that muscle is always just gonna stay right there? You've been doing curls for a year. You think this muscle is just gonna stay this big? No, man. You do curls for 3 months. Guess what? It's gonna get this big. It's gonna get this big. Then you do curls for 6 months, it's gonna get this big. Then you do curls for a year, it's gonna get this big. This big and this big is 2 different sizes, man. You know, this big can lift way more. It can endure more. It can do way more than this big do. This is when you first start off. The Lord start putting hail upon you, start putting that pressure on you, and guess what? You're growing slowly by slowly. You know, and then eventually you look at it, then you this big, man. You know. You be like, damn, I didn't grow, you know, knowledge, living wise, you know, because guess what? Also, that hell, you know what? Also, that hell does, man. Hell keeps you humble, man. All right, it keeps you by you staying in that lowly mind state. It also keeps you humble. Okay, you don't think yourself to be something that you're not. You know, that's why the Lord always dwells with the lowly and humble, man. All right. So really, to be honest, you actually should desire the hell. You actually should desire that hell, man. All right, you actually should look forward to it. You actually should want it. You shouldn't want everything handed to you and everything going your way all the time, man. I don't want everything to go my way all the time. I kind of want to work for it or sit back and think like, man, I need to do this, I need to do that, you know. And if I ever start to think like, yeah, if I do this, I'll be straight. I won't never need this again. I start to rebuke myself. Nah, fuck that, because the Lord can easily take this and boom, I'm right back in the same predicament, you know. Now, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with, you know, being like a little, oh, man, if I want to put some money aside because I want to, you know, if the Lord got that on your spirit, hey, more power to you, you know. But don't trust in that. Don't be like, oh, man, I'm cool on bills. You know, shit, even if I do lose my job, I got this much amount of money saved. Because guess what? Something can happen when you spend all that money, then boom, the Lord can take your job. Now what? Now what you got? You know? You shouldn't just be putting your trust in it, you know? You should desiring that, and really, to be honest, that's what the scripture talking about, desiring that discipline, man. That's a discipline, you know, because ultimately it's all trusting in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. All right, when we going through the hell, when we going through a prosperous, I'm gonna get one more scripture and I'm ending at this. This is Sirach chapter 12, verse 7. I mean, it's like verse 8. It says, a friend cannot be known in prosperity, and an enemy cannot be hid in adversity. All right. Now, what's that talking about, man? It says a friend cannot. It's like it says a friend cannot be known in prosperity because wow, you're prosperous. Everybody's gonna try to be your friend. You pulling up with Benzes and Beamers and all this money, giving people money and all that. Man, everybody and their mama gonna want to talk to you. Everybody gonna be like, oh, that's my guy, that's my friend, that's my dude, it's my nigga. You know. That's why you can't. When you're living prosperous, man, you gotta really watch the people you hang around, man. Where was you at, man, when I needed this? Where was you at when I needed that, man? That's when a friend is really is really your friend. So now here the Lord got you going through hell, which it's nothing as compared to what Yahushua went through. But here the Lord put a little hell on you when you're not doing so good, when you're not there. The Lord's there for you, but are you gonna be there for the Lord? Are you still gonna teach His word? Are you still gonna follow by the statutes, laws, and commandments? Or are you gonna be some nigga and do what you want to do? All right. And then when you get prosperous, you really ain't gonna do it all. Oh Lord, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Lord, just give me my right. I mean, hey, we got the Book of Judges. We did that multiple times. Oh Lord, please just get us out our right. We know we sinned against you. Just please get us out of this one thing, one time. Okay. All right, we got out. Now we living all good. We ain't got nobody ruling over us. Yeah, man, I was eating this pork the other day, man. This shit was good, man. You know. Then boom, the Lord put us right back in slavery because we hard headed, man. You know. Then we say, oh Lord, please get us out of the rut. We just the Lord's tired of that, man. Tired. They don't want to keep doing that. You know. Slavery. We pray to the people. We pray all together. Oh, we don't want to be in slavery nor. Please deliver us deliverance. Okay. Set up a deliverer. Get my people out of there. Boom. We cool for one generation. Oh, that generation went off. Boom. Back in slavery. Sorry. Deliver. Boom. We cool. Generation. Boom. And back and forth. Same exact thing. Was it wash, rinse, and repeat? You know, the Lord's tired of that, man. You know. So a friend is not in a time of a friend is not in a time of prosperity, man. You know. A friend is in time of adversity, man. When you don't have nothing, when you're at your lowest state. You know, when you sit on a curve just looking down, who's going to be that one guy that walks up and puts his hand out there to you? You know? Who's going to sit there and pat you on your back? You know? Who's going to sit there and comfort you, man? Really, to be honest, these scriptures, but guess what? Also, your brother and Joachim, man. You know? And when I say comfort you, I'm not talking about saying, everything going to be okay, bro. Just do this, just do it. Everything going to be okay. Sometimes I can be, hey man, bro, you need to get your shit together, man. This is what you need to do. You need to go get a job, do this. Hey, you can stay here for so long time, man. But brother, I need you to do this, man. You can't be bullshitting, all right? You need to. That's really much of a friend. Not, hey man, everything gonna be okay, man. You gonna be cool, man. I heard there's some homeless shelters upstairs. All right, man, because I'm gonna have a baddie come in my crib. I would let you stay with me, but I got a baddie coming in my crib, man. So yeah, we ain't having none of that. So all right, man, you take it easy. You know, that ain't a friend. Cause as soon as you be booming and everything, he going like, man, you put a nigga on, man. Come on, man, put me on, man. Let me start making some money. You know, that's exactly what like Elder Apostle, like Elder Demashapar, the head of my camp, always say, man. He said, love today is not really love. It's just basically see how much a person can fuck over you. All right, that's what love is to this modern society. Oh, I can fuck over this person a lot. That means that means he really loved me. No, man. It says and an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity, which means what? When you're going through your time, when you're going through your trouble, an enemy's not gonna just sit there and hold his composure. You see you going through your bad, he just gonna sit there like, yeah, he going through bad times. He gonna wanna mock you. He gonna sit there, talk about you, talk shit about you. You know, he gonna wanna stunt like, see, nigga, I told you wasn't shit. You wasn't this and you wasn't that. You know, your broke ass. You know. It says in the prosperity of a man, enemies will be grieved. See, they mad like, man, this nigga, man, I can't stand this nigga. You know, fucking, you know, pull up with cars and shit. You know, popping bitches better than I am. Man, I can't stand this nigga. You know, really low key hating. And it says but in adversity, even a friend will depart. See, it says In prosperity, man, the enemy is grief. It's but in adversity, even a friend would depart. Because guess what? Are you going through bad times? Yeah, man. You know, I heard. You know, you did this. I heard. You know, your boy did, man. That's messed up, man. I hope everything gonna be good, man. God bless, man. All right, I'll see you later. You know, try to hurt and distance yourself. You don't hear them for months on end. Then when they call you, then you doing all good and everything. Then that's when they want to call you every day, man. Talk shit with you, man. Yeah, man. Hey, man, remember you was going through your thing, man. I knew you was gonna get out of there, man. I knew it was just a matter of time. I distanced myself because I knew you needed some time to yourself. You know, like what? Like nah, dude. That's when I needed a friend. That's when I actually needed somebody. But you wasn't there. You know. So that the same scenarios I gave. That's how the Lord looks at this truth, man. All right. If you going through your hell, and you going through your prosperity. These scriptures, these videos, these live shows, these camps, these sit downs, they should be your number one priority, man. I made a video about get your priorities in line, man, or the Lord's gonna get them in line for you. I made a video about that a couple days ago. Get your this work has to be done, man. Whether you're doing good or whether you're doing bad, man. All right. This is this it has to be this is a number one priority after everything. All right. So. I ain't really mean for it to go on this long. I just want to make it really quick and solid points. But Spirit, Spirit has it doing what it's doing. But Lord willing, I hope this video was edifying for you brothers out there. Give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahshua Hashem Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone who rule well and who was worthy to be counted for double honors. Matter of fact, the elder apostle Ramla just went live, so I see you brothers in that live show. Shalom.